Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. My name is Brandon. I'm an acting and performance coach, and today I'm jumping back into Angelica Hale. This is another Jump the Line request by David. Thank you so much for your request. I hope you enjoyed the last reaction I did to her. I just keep falling into this trap where I try to say as many positive things as I can, but then I have to be honest and point out anything that I see that I think could be improved, anything that I see as a common trap that a lot of performers fall into. I feel like I have to talk about it. That's why I'm here, right? And a lot of you understand that, a lot of you do, but then some of you get very angry. And what scares me is I haven't posted that video yet, so I don't know what the comments are gonna look like. So just you know, be nice. Tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I can take that criticism. It's fine. Obviously, I'm not the authority on anything, but I'm just here to give my perspective. I hope you guys can appreciate that, respect that, and you can totally give me your opinion down in the comments below. But right now, we're going to jump into Angelica Hale sings Rise Up with a vocal coach. So this is going to be interesting because this is going to be, I think, the first time I've reacted to an artist working with a vocal coach on camera. So I've reacted to some artists being vocal coaches, but this will be the first time from this perspective. So I'm excited to see what the vocal coach will tell her or express to her. I'm excited to see how she communicates with a vocal coach, because a lot of the times just a person's demeanor when talking to a coach or director in their field, just the way they carry themselves tells you a lot about them as an artist. So I'm excited to jump into this. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Check the description for all my social media links, including a link to the Patreon, Discord. There's a link to a PayPal page right at the top of the description where you will go, and it specifically is for dollar donations, $1 donations. That would make me really happy. Please consider doing that, supporting the channel. If you can't, just being here, subscribing, liking, all that stuff is a ton of support. It does me a lot of good. It really helps the channel spread and grow. So thank you so much for that. Let's jump into this reaction today. We're looking at Angelica Hale. Little girl Angelica Hale sings Rise Up with vocal coach.
I cannot believe it. I've been wanting to meet this little girl. Angelica!
Okay, so she was 9 in 2017.
Golden Buzzer is in the house today. What's up?
Yum 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 yum.
Exactly. So we work
Wow.
on that precision. Yum 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 yum. Each note really precise. Try it for me.
Yum 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 yum.
Good job.
Yum 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 yum.
Real loose, Kim.
Yum 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 yum.
Sing it, baby.
Yum 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 yum.
Okay.
Woo, hey.
That's great.
Yum 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 yum.
Relax. All right. How you feel, baby? You
Good.
feeling warm?
Dang, yes.
This next vocal exercise.
Okay, hold on. So I gotta say something because I really like what I just saw. First of all, I saw her starting to relax a little bit. I talked about this in the last reaction, and she's hearing it too. Her vocal coach, this lady here, is hearing this as well. She kept telling her to relax a little bit, relax a little bit. If you'll listen to that and watch her from the first time she did it to the end, she started moving and smiling and trying to bob around and trying to relax, because regardless of how comfortable somebody looks, regardless of how polished they are in their behavior or their deportment, nerves do happen to everybody, and they matter. They cause tension and different kinds of things, and it can be felt and seen and heard. There's a little bit of that performative nature at the beginning that I've rehearsed this. This is what I've been told to look like. This is what I've been told to do with my body, with my hands, with my face, with my smile. These are the things I've stood in the front of the mirror and rehearsed them since I was 7, right? I saw a little bit of that, but the more she told her to relax, the more Angelica allowed herself to move around and dance, pick her hands up, smile, and just kind of relax into it. The better it got, the cleaner the vocalization got, and I think she did a really good job toward the end. That's something that she's gonna have to work through. I think she's like 15 here still, so come on, you know, she needs time to grow, and that comfort with herself, the comfort with her voice, it can only come with time and experience, realizing that the world will not shatter, the earth won't crumble if she allows herself to simply relax and open up and let that flow out of her without all those controls in place. And it's happening. It's gonna take time, but her voice is beautiful. She's got a great personality. If she's still singing, still trying to sing, I have no doubt that she's going to be incredibly successful. I'm just glad to see her like working with people who are telling her, yeah, just relax, let it flow. I'm excited to see what this vocal coach says to her later on in this video.
Hey, how you feel, baby?
Good.
You feeling
Dang,
warm?
yes.
This next vocal exercise is working on vocal agility. Those really fast notes that you love to do all the time in your songs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep that placement.
So
Don't worry
much
about
more
the register
natural.
changes. When you change your registers, just make sure that it's clean. Okay, let's do this. I know you like to use your hands a lot. When singers
Look at this expression right here. Right at when she stops her, says, "Okay, let's do this." Watch her.
Okay, let's do this.
Look at that. That's stress. That's a person who said, okay, I just messed up. I did something wrong. It wasn't right. It wasn't as good as it could be, and I'm about to get it. I love that. That tells me a lot about her as an artist. It tells me that she doesn't think she's perfect. She doesn't think that she's just, the best thing that's hit music since ever. She knows that she's still learning, that she's still growing, and that she still has room to improve and to expand on her own skill set. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing to see in someone. I don't want to see it to the point where I feel like it's a confidence issue. Obviously, you don't want to beat someone down, and you don't want an artist to be self-conscious any more than absolutely necessary, because I mean, as an artist, as a performing artist, you're going to be self-conscious a little bit. But if you can minimize that a little bit, that's great. But the goal is to never feel done. You never feel like you're through improving. And she's doing a great job here in this moment, doing these runs. She's really relaxed. I'm seeing a lot of very genuine, naturally proportioned emotions. In the last video and at the very beginning of this, I was seeing some emotions that were just a little too big. They were a little too exaggerated. Again, it was more like, this is what I'm supposed to be showing. This is what I'm supposed to feel. So I'm going to do my best to show it as big and bold as I can. That just feels like someone who spent a lot of their youth on a stage and were taught to express emotions that they were too young to fully comprehend at 7 or 9 or 12. Now she's growing older. She's getting to a place where she can start really feeling these emotions. So she needs to start tearing away that artifice that was given to her as a child to help her express these things as a young child and allow her natural emotions to come through. As she was doing these runs, she started really having fun. The emotions, again, became properly proportioned, and it looked very natural. This is a great experience for me. I kind of wish I'd seen this first.
Oh, you like to use your hands a lot. When singers start using their hands, it's like we feel like we need to push from somewhere. I bought your boxing gloves back there.
You did
Can you get them? See if you can reach them for me.
Yes, ma'am.
When you feel like you got to hit those high notes, don't think of it as going up. Think of it as going down. That's where your power is coming from.
Look at her hands.
Are you kidding me right now? You're just going to do the hardest vocal exercise I have like it's nothing. Dang, girl, you can sing. Man.
Okay.
Let's do it, baby girl. Relax the bass.
Relax the face. Oh.
Yes, relax the bass. You're like, Angelica! Oh, you are a machine! Oh my God, I got goosebumps.
She's having so much fun. I'm loving this.
The first time you went to audition on AGT, you didn't even get in.
No, I was so heartbroken. Actually, I was like, ooh. And then they invited me again.
And you came and took it, golden buzzer.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
When you see that opportunity, you don't know when it's gonna come back.
That's right.
And in my case, it did come back, and I was
That's
like,
right.
whoa! How did that even happen?
Yes.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a
Good. It's looking really good so far.
and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out.
That's great.
Move
Wow.
mountains, we're gonna walk it out and move mountains.
Yes.
And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up.
Yes.
And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Oh, wow.
And I'll rise up, I like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's perfect.
It's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying,
A
but
little
I
bit much
promise
there.
we'll bring the world to its feet.
There you go. There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. I have to pause it or they're just going to kill me on copyright. All right. So the whole beginning of this song, I'm in love with it. I was in love with it. Her performance was great. It was natural. It was subtle and where it needed to be subtle. And it was strong. After the last little bit, after the teacher broke in, when she came back, she looked a little more tense again, a little bit more rigid. And then her facial expressions got heavier. They got a little bit manufactured, just a teeny bit. It wasn't not nearly as bad as before. But what happened is that she got into a very comfortable place in this car. She's not standing on a stage in front of 1,000 people. She's sitting in a car with this woman and she's working on her voice, and she got very comfortable, very relaxed. This lady is doing a good job of fostering a nice environment, and she really performed. I just saw flashes of what this girl can be at 20 or 25 or wow, at 30. She's gonna be incredible because she showed it. It all flashed out. That was her breaking out of that I'm 9 and I have to do these things with my face at this time in order to express these emotions that I don't really understand. And she moved into a place where I'm just relaxed and I'm going to sing this very powerful song about this very powerful emotion that I'm starting to glimpse, that I'm starting to sort of get my hands on. And it allowed her to just open up and let it out. For the most part, that entire first part of that performance that she just did, the entire first part of that song was gorgeous. I got completely lost in it. I completely forgot to pause. I forgot to comment. Go back and look at my face. I'm completely flummoxed.
The silence isn't quiet. It feels like
Right here, she's getting a little performative again.
And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet. Ooh.
She's looking for approval. She's in her head a little bit. That was good. That was really good.
And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Don't make me cry, child. Okay, I figured it out. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, guys, but I figured it out both times when they get to the chorus, they get to the end of the chorus, and she does that like for you, and it's got that one really difficult riff in that phrase for you. Both times she didn't quite land that riff cleanly. They weren't quite really clean, crisp, sharp runs. Listen, when I say that, I'm nitpicking. From what I can tell, they were beautiful, but they weren't perfect, right? They weren't really sharp. And I guarantee you, if I heard it, then Angelica heard it herself. And she's probably incredibly hard on herself. So whenever that happens, I think what's happening is that she's not hitting that run quite like she wants to for one reason or another. And then going into the next verse, she's self-conscious about it. She feels like she's messed up because we've seen that expression on her face when she thinks she messed up earlier. But if she made that face at that moment, then thinking about having not quite nailed those runs perfectly here would probably put her back in her head, which is where she's been coming out of the chorus, and put her back in her head and not allowing her body to move and to react naturally in the song. She gets out of it as she begins to relax toward the middle of this the verse and toward the end of the verse. Last time, I think she'll do it again this time. But right there at the beginning, coming out of the chorus, she tenses back up and goes back into performer Angelica, right? Which is probably where she's comfortable. That's where she's most comfortable being while singing. She's doing a beautiful job. She's doing a beautiful job. I'm really enjoying this performance. I'm going to go back to the end of the chorus so we can hear that not quite perfect run and watch how she comes in here. She sits up. Watch her sit up and readjust herself because, oh no, I screwed up or I'm going to screw up. I got to get this right. And that usually makes things worse, to be honest. Right there. Right there.
For you, all we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise.
That was great. That was so great.
We'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again.
That was so good.
And we'll rise
No, stop. I gotta go back. That was so good.
and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. We'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. I
Wow.
will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up.
Look at her. She's
In spite of the ache. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
I know I've pointed out things that most of you will call critiques. I said some things some of you might not like, but come on, look at my face and tell me I'm not loving this to my core. Just this part. And she does. She gets so relaxed here. It just kills me, man.
It's like the day we'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you.
That was perfect. No, we're not done. Listen to this last run. Now that she's completely relaxed, her vocal coach is crying. The vulnerability from her vocal coach would make her feel very comfortable. Watch this last run and how perfect. Perfect.
Thanks for watching this video. And if you want to improve your voice, all you got to do is visit
SharonPointerMethod.com.
Just use the coupon code GOLDEN to get an extra $10 off when you join any of my online singing courses today.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Thanks, Angelica.
Bye.
Bye.
A lot of the times I say things on here and I hear the comments coming back, and it's from several different artists, several different videos. And I know, I can just hear it. I can tell people don't understand the way someone like me looks at these things. I get a lot of very affirmative comments as well, generally from either musicians or vocal coaches or other kind of performing artists or people who've been around performance, because there's always something to critique. I don't care what you say about what artist you're talking about, who your favorite artist is and how transcendent they are and how perfect they are. Everybody has things they work on every day. Everybody has things they try to improve. Everybody has things about their voice or their performance technique that they don't like and that they're trying to make better all the time. every single performer. I promise. And if they don't, they're not going anywhere. They're never going to be successful. It's just a part of the game. You never ever stop growing or stop improving. You're never perfect. So whenever I make these little critiques, these little comments, I'm not coming from a place of judging these artists. Please know that. This young lady is remarkable. And she does have that one area. I think she's 15 or something like that. If I'm not doing my math wrong, I think she's 15. It is so beyond understandable, to the point that that thing that I talk about, the thing of putting on this prepared emotional expression to try to communicate what she's actually feeling, that should be her default. At 15, that's usually all you see, and it's usually much more pronounced in performers her age. She's so incredible that it's just a thing that happens sometimes and that she has to pull herself out of. That's an incredible thing for someone her age. Anybody out there who spent time in performance, or especially as a teacher or a coach, knows what I'm talking about. That kind of thing is something that everybody experiences. This young girl is going through it a little bit, but my God, that when she lets those walls down and she really lets go, she got me in a place I didn't think that she could. I gotta be honest, I didn't see that happening with her. But as soon as she let go toward the end in that bridge, it just broke me in half. And it wasn't just me. I looked over halfway through, and that vocal coach was right there with me. It was glorious. It was beautiful. It was a moving experience. She created a moment. And if you've seen any of my Laura Fabian videos, any of my Aurora videos, or my Nightwish of Flora Jansen videos, you've heard me talk about creating moments. Not every artist does it. She did it. It was beautiful. It's a little fleeting right now. She's still got time. She still has to put in time to grow a little bit more and get past some of those nerves, get past that self-consciousness, get past that space in her head where she retreats to and starts critiquing her own performance during the performance. You can't do that. She's got to get through all that, but my God, I have no doubt that she will. And when she does, she's gonna blow the top off. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're still here watching with me. I'm so appreciative of all your support, of all of your kindness, the likes, the views, all that stuff. It means the world to me. It really helps this channel grow. Thank you for watching this with me. I hope you're still here. I hope you know how much I love this young lady. Please remember, as always, to be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.